Something about him didn't sit right. At first, he made small talk, where I was headed, what I did for work, but his answers about himself were vague. He said his car had broken down, but when I asked what kind of car he drove, he paused for a moment too long before answering. A sit-in. He didn't mention a make or model. The conversation died after that. The only sounds were the rain pounding on the roof and the windshield wipers scraping back and forth. I glanced at him out of the corner of my eye. He was staring straight ahead, his hands resting stiffly on his lap. His wet clothes clung to his body, and his breathing sounded uneven. The uneasy feeling grew stronger. I couldn't pinpoint why, but something was off. About 10 minutes later, we passed a gas station. "I'm going to stop here real quick," I said, trying to keep my voice calm. He immediately tensed. "Why? Just keep driving. The town isn't far." I forced a laugh. "I need to fill up, and I could use some coffee. It'll only take a minute." "No," he said sharply. "I don't want to stop." That's when the alarm bells in my head started screaming. My hands gripped the steering wheel tightly, and my heart began to race. "I'll just be a second," I said firmly, pulling into the gas station despite his protest. As I parked, he leaned toward me. His voice dropped, and he said, "You're making a mistake." I froze. The way he said it sent chills down my spine. I couldn't tell if it was a threat or a warning. "I'll be right back," I muttered, trying to sound casual. I grabbed my wallet and stepped out of the car, my legs shaking. The gas station clerk, a young guy who looked barely out of high school, greeted me as I walked in. I forced a smile and whispered, "I think the guy in my car is dangerous."